And we back with it, baby. Come on. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Sorry for the hiccup on the last one. We'll start it over if we have to. Appreciate you guys so much for being part of this episode. Shout out to those who understand. One thing we all adore, something worth dying for. There's nothing but pain. You're stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame. Come on. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, yup. Come on. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Yup. What about a cowboy party? We back. We're back. Come on, baby. Come on. Where my dogs at? Shout out to the notification squad up. Come on. Salute. Hey. Cowboys final day at practice, expectation review, and Q&A. Yep. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys. If you in here, let me know. Also, let me know where you from. Also, let me know how you feel. Also, let me know how you get with it, baby. Come on. Turn it up just a little bit, baby. Come on. Come on. All right. Yeah. Come on. All right, man. Appreciate everybody for being part of this episode. I had a little snafu at the beginning, but I love knowing that it don't matter. It definitely do not matter whether or not it happened then, there, or anywhere. And appreciate everybody. Shout out to Toyota Texas Lottery Plaza, and I can't wait to get involved with them even more. They are a sponsor now of not just Cowboy Nation, but also for Law Nation, as well as, of course, Cowboys Experience. So I can't wait to dibble and dabble with them this season. So be sure to check them out on the card below. But appreciate Texas Toyota Lottery Plaza, or Texas Lottery Plaza altogether. Appreciate you guys so much. As I grow, we all grow, and we all win at the same time. Ain't this right, baby? We all win, and all we do is win. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Appreciate y'all so much, man.
Entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, let's get right to the chase of it, Cowboy Nation. So there are people that's fickle with this team, right? That they kind of in the middle, lukewarm. They like right in the middle. When we winning, they supporting. They got the Cowboys hat, the starter jacket since 94 and 95. They pull out the lucky socks. But when they lose, when the Cowboys lose, they disappear. They hear the sounds of the gunshot, and they running. Or even they hear this. They hear that, they gone, right? Even though they missed, they still gone. They say, look, man, they ain't fighting for the Cowboys no more. It's been 27 years, Law, and we are still the same old team. It ain't going to change, Law. And they hear this, and then they running, But then there are those who are willing to roll up the sleeve regardless and say, hey, man, it's just still Cowboys silver and blue from the womb to the toe, and we gonna fight, And of course, I get it. There's no right way or wrong way to look at it, but it becomes a time whereas you got to stand tall. right? I don't like fickle fans. I don't like the lukewarm fan. I like the fan that say, hey, man, we all in. We all in. And we haven't even played a real game yet, but we got to have that mindset, win, lose, or draw. Baby, we all in. I don't give a dog what the Joneses are doing. Excuse me. A third of us, somebody said the starter jacket, a third of us was fans before he bought the team. Let me repeat, a third of us was fans of the team before Jerry Jones bought the team. And what he brought to this organization and team, collectively speaking, is not bad. It's flat out not bad. Now, granted, we wish he can get out the way sometimes, right? But collectively, when you look at everything, you say, hey, man, it's not that bad. But it's bad, right? We can be realistic about that part. It's bad, but it's not Jets bad. Come on, man. Now the Jets, look, the Jets, the Jaguars, I believe, both of those J's, as it relates to a team, got more success than us, right, in the playoffs since 1995, if you want to start counting the age of it or what have you. And you can literally sit back and say, yeah, man, they're organization, but you ain't jumping ship. You ain't finna go find the Jet starter jacket, right? Or the Jaguars. I don't know if they had the Jaguar starter jacket. You're not finna go buy tickets for the Jaguars. Shout out to them. We'll play them this year. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? And wishy-washy fans. Yeah, see, Nick, so that gets to me a little bit. But I would tell you guys that, you know, we can take it on the chin. We can take the hard licks. I had a guy, shout out to him, Swayze, on my Instagram, and he was going saying that this guy right here, let me flip it around so that you guys can see what I see. And yeah, it worked. Okay, good. And we're going to go here. Shout out to IG. This is Cowboys are having the mock game walkthrough practice before they leave out to Denver. Shout out to the Denver Broncos out there. All right, so we're going to listen to this guy right quick.
We breathe, we sleep, we die Cowboys. So this year, we're really excited. We was there when we didn't get it done when we played against the Niners. But at the same time, it's like having a new coach, COVID and all these other things are sort of like maybe derailed us in some areas. This year, man, I saw Dak at a restaurant. Slim, look good, his jawline, everything looked good. So we just, we got high hopes this year because I think as I talked to Micah Parsons, he says the game is slowed down for him now.
All right, so that's Jamie Foxx, but if you read under the comments, baby, it's full of negativity from Cowboy fans, right? Like most of them, like, man, it's been 27 years, man. We had no success in 27 years, man. And see, Jerry Jones is always selling us optimism. It's the off season. What, you want to cry about it in the off season? You want to be negative Nancy in the off season? You don't even give this team a chance. You're not. People are so negative, they walk into a dark room, they start developing. Because this is the thing, I get it. It's been a long time. In the same breath of it, in the same conversational piece of it, it's been 28 years for the 49ers. And yes, they've been to multiple Super Bowls. But I talked to my brother, man. That's my brother. He's a diehard 49er fan. And he said, man, ain't nothing like climbing up to the top of the mountain to ultimately fall off. Trust me, you don't want to be there. I seen them folded up like a wallet when they couldn't get the job done against the Ravens. I seen this man fold up like a wallet against the Kansas City Chiefs. And you guys want that? If you think that the media, the 4-ladder, the 3-ladder, the cricket ladder, whatever ladder, if you think that they're going to hold back if the Cowboys go all the way to the Super Bowl to lose or win multiple playoffs to lose, they just keep changing the narrative to fit it. Y'all think that they gave Danny White some rope when he went back to back, multiple playoff wins? Y'all thought that, hey, oh man, if we win some playoff success, maybe, just maybe the media, maybe the media. They just didn't have Twitter during that time. Let me know where I'm wrong. They just didn't have Twitter. And everybody are not experts now. Everybody's an expert. Somebody's right now creating an account and say, I'm finna be an expert. That's what they do. They don't make no videos. They just tweet, comment. I'll be waiting for the heat from the video so I can go up, so I can show them the video and I can say, okay, now lean forward just a little bit. Right there. But they don't make the video. They just. We have the phone line 657-390-7391. Call in with your heat. Nah, man. I ain't gonna call in. I don't want all of that pressure, man. Lean forward a little bit. You know, I love y'all. Boy, I love y'all. Look, it got to the point where even if you talk about something else, I had a little post about Aaron Rodgers and the double standard that they have with the NFL, favoritism, and Lord, man, I've been a supporter of you a long time, Lord, and you off your mind, man, talking about Aaron Rodgers. At least he got him a Super Bowl, man. You can't be talking about Aaron Rodgers, man. That's my boy. Man, you should delete this post. Like, excuse me, won't you leave for a little bit? You know, get out of here with that weak stuff, man. Y'all know it's the truth. If it was anybody else, woo, Aaron Rodgers, nature boy that he is. Hey man, if it was Eric Rodgers or somebody like that, he would have been fine. He would have been fine. They would have brought him in and said, hey, first and foremost, Eric Rodgers or Tyrone Rodgers or whoever Rodgers that don't play for the Green Bay. If he played for the Cowboys, he would have been suspended. He would have been, hey, Molly would have been crying all over the. He lied about his shots. He could have affected the whole team. And Stephen A. Smith's hairline would have grew all the way back of talking about Aaron Rodgers, if he played for the Cowboys, lying to the media about the shot, you know. And truth be told, I don't care what he do with his body, but I just know double standards when I see one, right? You know. All right, man, we got some super chats in the house, man. Appreciate you guys so much for help growing the nation, man. Appreciate y'all so much for the fire. Lamar, I got shanked by the butter knife. Big bro, can we be all in but not wanting to be insane every year over the front office that the things will be differently? Yeah, we can be that. I'm not saying that you can't. Look, matter of fact, there's two views of it. I like what we did last night on the Final Word. Me versus Big Game James. I like his viewpoint of it. I'm not saying that he should be differently. I'm not saying that he should have pom-poms and cheerleading around saying that the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. I for dog sure not finna say that. I said that the Cowboys could be 13-4, right? And I gave my reasonings why they can be 13-4. Just like when somebody say that the Cowboys can be 9-8 or what have you. They normally don't give their reasons why, but they just say, hey, 9-8. They can't give you reasons, but they say 9-8. But I'm saying is the Cowboys' expectations should be win the playoff first. You shouldn't be talking about Super Bowl, right? Just like if somebody is barely getting through the 3rd and 4th grade, they shouldn't be talking about, man, when I graduate from high school, no, worry about getting out of elementary first. You know, simmer down just a little bit. But as fans, which is the short word of fanatics, is equivalent. A fanatic is a delusional person, right? When you fanatic about something, you crazy about something, right? Water can't put that fire out for you. Like, that is the first thing. You are crazed about you have straight love and adulations for things that you are fanatic about, right? They just shorten fanatic for fans. However, there are fickle people that jumped on and say, okay, this is what I'm rooting for. But the moment they hear the gunshots, the moment they see it's time to get your hands dirty, they say, you know what, I ain't about that life. Right? See, a lot of people see what you do and they say, I admire and I want to be, or I want to do what you do. But when it's time for the causes, a lot of people say, you know what, man, I ain't really about that. Law, do you have any reference to that? Yeah, I can take it biblically. Hey, man, hey, Jesus, man, where you going, man? Where you walking to? I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, I'm going to do this will right here. I'm finna go do that. Yeah, man, I want to follow you. I want to be just like you, man. Yeah, well, come on. Wait, man, I gotta bury my father, man. He died yesterday. Well, let the dead bury the dead. That's some cold-blooded stuff to tell somebody, right? If you're a fanatic, if you're crazy, you'll be like, all right, cool. I don't let the dead bury the dead. I'm finna follow him. But not everybody's committed like that, right? Law, do you have any more references to that? Yeah. Hey, man, I would like to do all of this with you. I like to roll with you. I like to roll with your dog. You my boy. Well, sell all your riches. Sell all of your things. Get rid of those loose hairs over there, man. Get rid of those girls. Come on, follow. Come roll with me. Man, I got to get rid of Ashaniqua and Keisha. I got to park the Bentley. No, man. All right. Hey, I'll be there tomorrow, man. All right. There's a lot of people like that, you know. There's a lot of people like that, man. Hey, you gonna roll with the Cowboys? Yeah, man, we're rolling. We 8-0, baby. We going to the Super Bowl. They lose 3 games in a row. Hey, man, them Cowboys, see, that's who they are. An accident waiting to happen. I knew Stephen A was right. Oh, my God. Derek says, hey, Law, you think we would trade for Roquan Smith? According to Stephen Jones, I don't think that they will be willing to do that, because in their eyes, in their mind, in their heart, and in their soul, in their reasonings, in their way of thinking, they looking at it like the Moan Clark will be better. And Jabril Cox, just give him enough time. He will be the next best thing since sliced bread, you know. But it is what it is at that. I hope you guys are following me, right? With what I'm saying. A lot of people not committed to that. Stay Page says, I honestly don't see us having a winning season. What do you think? This is my guy, Stay Paid one. You know, a winning season is being over 500, right? And by this new ruling of 17 games, either you're going to be a winner or you're going to be a loser, right? So I can see more than 9 wins with this team. I can literally see that this team will sweep the NFC East. I can literally look at this team from the aspect of the defense being better, right? Roquan is an all-pro. He wants a big contract. Yeah. You want that big boy contract, and the Chicago Bears don't see eye to eye, and of course, when you start contextualizing all of that of how the Jones family operate, the new era, they ain't doing it, you know. 14-3. This for my guy VIP, baby. Appreciate you. And some will say 20-0. Look, people got mad at me when I said 13-4. Right? So it's to each his own with this team. And I know people would be dog mad if we were to go 6-10 or something like that, or 7-10 or something like that. But I tell you guys right now that this team is different. And let's listen to this audio, and I'm going to play another audio. But I appreciate everybody. Do me a huge favor before I play this other audio. Hit that like and share this content. But let's listen to this right quick.
Let the Cowboys Experience introduce you to a whole new way to enjoy a Cowboys football weekend. Experience the ultimate Cowboys player and fan event at Toyota Music Factory on the Texas Lottery Plaza. Making lasting memories by booking at cowboysexperience.com today.
That's 817-888-1726. Be sure to check us out, man. We got multiple events this year. Shout out to Toto's Medical. Hey, the ultimate full tailgate experience, man. We're going to have an unbelievable party, and I can't wait to see y'all beautiful faces out there. So let's get it, Cowboy Nation. Let's get it. Let's listen to this audio first.
Number one offense in the NFL last year. In a home playoff game, they scored 17 points. And on the last play of the game, Dak walks into a sliding glass door. That's why we're here. And this is perfect of my exasperation with the Dallas Cowboys and their coverage on this show and others. We start the show with just a Mad Libs generic quote from Jerry Jones that there's nothing about that quote that identifies it as this team. It could be any team for the last 15, 20 years, the Dallas Cowboys. And so could this Cowboys team. You have a very famous quarterback who's very good, but not one of the great ones. You have a famous wide receiver.
All right, so this is Peter Schrager, right? That's how you say his name. I think that's him, or Cal Brandt. I forgot his name. But as we listen to this, right, we talking about Dak Prescott. He said he's a good quarterback, not a great one. Who are the greats now in the NFL? Who are the great quarterbacks now in the NFL? Let me repeat. Who are the great quarterbacks in the NFL? Who are the greats? I need to know who are the greats, because in order to win the Super Bowl, undoubtedly, you need to have one of the greats, basically, right? Kyle Brandt, appreciate him. All right, so that's his name. Shout out to you, Lord King. Appreciate you, Kyle Brandt. So we're going to listen to this again. But who are the great quarterbacks in the National Football now? You can put Tom Brady on that list, right? Because we're going to dissect this, and we're going to go over this line by line, and we can give you guys the information. Watched it yesterday. Appreciate you, fam. Thank you, guys. Tom Brady is one of the greats, okay? Mahomes, Brady, Rodgers, Allen are only the greats, right? Now, Allen, he had a wonderful time with the Buffalo Bills, and I believe he didn't make it all the way through. But if you want to put him up there, I give it to you, JT. Rodgers, he's one of the greats, okay? So Brady and Mahomes. So when we look at it, and I know people going to look at this and say, all right, 37 touchdowns. I think he had 7 interceptions, so 37 and 10. I think that was his stats, and that was the same stats for Dak Prescott. I'm not saying that Dak Prescott is great. I'm not finna say that. We're not finna steer that conversation to that level. But it's strange to me that it's been 13 years, or has it been 12 years since Aaron Rodgers, who was one of the greats, by the way, according to my people that's watching right now, and he consecutively missed out in the playoff. Although he might have won a game or what have you here and there, why he can't get it over the hump? They had the 3rd-ranked defense last year, 6th-ranked offense, and had the best wide receiver in the game. And they couldn't put up multiple touchdowns against the 49ers team. But on one end, the expectations for the Cowboys to do such with a less superior defense and a less superior quarterback, right? So if I'm not mistaken, let me pull it up just for references, because I know people want to say, well, Law, we want to know if is that the truth. We don't want to know. Let me see if I can sound. Oh, get me in here, Google. Get me up in there. You get me up in there. Get me up in there. There we go. All right, we're going to see whether or not that's the truth right there. And let me see. We're going to go to P. We're going to go to the Green Bay Packers. We're going to go up in there. We're going to go right here. And, yeah, I see that they were the 3rd-ranked defense. So there were only 2 defenses that was better than the Green Bay last year. How come, just so that we can make sure that we all speaking from truth right here, how come the 3rd-ranked defense and one of the greats as relates to the quarterbacks couldn't get the job done. And was it a home game? Did the Green Bay Packers play at home or did they play away? Let me know. Was it a home game? Were they in Green Bay with that cold weather, or were they in San Francisco? I need to know, baby. Expectations for our team versus other teams is completely different. Yeah, I do agree with that, Cap. I do agree. But just because you have expectations for something doesn't mean that it's going to happen. And that's exactly what I told my guy Swayze this morning on my IG page. I said, literally, Michael Jordan was one of the greats, right? And I'm quite sure that he had, look, Dre Matic bringing in more facts. The Green Bay Packers also was the number 1 seed. Let that sink in. Oh, hackers can try to hack all they want into my account, but trust and believe they get in, but they got to know my cell phone number and a whole bunch of other stirds and stuff. But feel free. My email address is public, though, by the way. I have nothing to hide. Lawrence Thomas is my name. So try hack away. Everything is secure. Hack away, hackers. I appreciate y'all, by the way. But neither here nor there. Just I want hackers to do 2 favors for me. Take away the student loans while you're in there. Take away the student loans while you're in there. Take some of the money so I can claim. Take some of my bank money so I can also reach out to my company, USAA, and let them know, like, hey, man, I was hacked. You guys got to replenish what was taken away. Just help a brother out. You know, shout out to the hackers, though, right? You know, if they can hack anything, hit up Sally Mae, though. That's the baddest chick in the land, right? Who out there owes Sally Mae? You know, who out there owes Sally Mae? Cause I really, yeah, Law Nation password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man! And if you hack the phone, you might see me a few times with my shirt off, but that's okay, man. You can hack away with that. And you know, it's too soon for the other stuff. But it may be the blessing in disguise if you see the other thing that's hanging down. When they say let it hang, yeah, it hang long as it's beard. So yeah, you hack away. There may be a blessing in disguise. Law Nation Pictures was exposed. Now you can meet Law Nation on OnlyFans. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm just joking, though, man. Don't hack me. Sally got 100K on my head, laughing loud. That's Sally Mae, boy. Woo! Man, that's Sally, boy. Y'all don't know who Sally is? Shoo. Go to college. Go to college and get a few master's degrees. You'll know who she is. She gonna come around that corner, and she survived through everything. Like she survived the the 2K movement. She survived the a whole bunch of movements, man. C-19, monkeypox. That can't nothing stop Sally. Shoot. Oh my gosh, man. Sally, look, people, if we can have defense like Sally Mae, baby, or the offense, shoot, that's undefeated. Sally Mae, look, that's 2 people you don't want to fight. Sally Mae and the IRS. Those 2 people right there, man, shoot. I think Sally Mae, I literally think Sally Mae can beat down IRS. You can't run from old Sally, man. You can't. You just got to go ahead and pay her off, man. You can defer that thing 300,000 times and Sally be still.
Receiver with a really cool name. You got a couple defensive stars, a head coach who gets pecked at, and the owner who's just talking. And this is why it bothers me, because...
Oh, yeah, Sally Mae and Uncle Sam, some ball hogs, man. I think that Sally Mae versus Uncle Sam. I take that back. Uncle Sam. I asked my tax preparer at the start of this year. I said, "Can I claim Uncle Sam?" I literally carried him all last year, man. I'm carrying this uncle around everywhere. Can I claim Uncle Sam? Because at least Sally, you can keep deferring. Look, deferring, and she will always find you. Like, Sally was so cold-blooded, even when I was homeless, sleeping out of my car. We got a message for you. What? It's an envelope. You open the envelope. And what is this? What? How you found me, Sally? Come on, man. This is impossible. Now you stalking me for this little money, man. Come on, man. I'm working here, man. I'm trying to get things right, man. But Sally will find you. Oh my gosh, man. Let me go on with the program, baby.
32 teams in camp, and we're like, can the Cowboys? I guess, will they? And because what always grinds my gears is this BS sentiment that is attached to the Dallas Cowboys about we're all about Super Bowls. No, you're not. The last time they were in a Super Bowl, Diana Ross was the halftime show. The last time the Cowboys were in a Super Bowl, on the radio call was Jack Buck and Hank Stram. That's the last time. They played the Steelers in that Super Bowl. Since then, the Steelers, who are about Super Bowls, have been back 3 times. In that time, the Cowboys, the Super Bowl Cowboys, have won 3 total playoff games.
You know this, man. You know, the NFL is rigged. See, that's what's going on. You see, who was the quarterback that was in that Super Bowl that threw those interceptions in the Super Bowl versus the Cowboys? What was his name? Can somebody put his name down in the chat? I know his name, but I want y'all to see if y'all know his name. Can you put his name down in the chat? Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all don't know his man's name? Come on. Come on, I want to see it all the way down. I got a conspiracy to this, man. The conspiracy theorists, right? Uh-huh. You see, what happened was in 1995, a major thing that happened. Yeah, I see Neil O'Donnell. Yeah. So a magical thing happened, right? Also within that time frame, Jerry Jones sues like the NFL. I think the following year, 95-96 season, he sues the NFL for the Nike rights apparel. He ultimately went to battle, and then eventually he won. He won the independent deal. But in that Super Bowl, Neil O'Donnell threw 2 interceptions. Since that time frame, the Cowboys only won 3 playoff wins, right? But the actual, and let me go into details of this too. The Seattle Seahawks played who in the Super Bowl? Here we go again, Cowboy Nation. Oh, they played the Steelers, and the Steelers have 2 Super Bowl rings. It was the Seahawks back into the Super Bowl because of the Cowboys draft picks. Y'all remember? We sold the farm. To get their wide receiver, and we gave up a lot of draft picks to the Seahawks, right? And they made it all the way to the Super Bowl with our draft picks. I'm just playing with y'all. That's a conspiracy moment. I wish I could play that music all the way through, but it's amazing how the Seahawks used our draft picks and got Sean Alexander and a whole bunch of other stuff for us to sell the form for Joey Galloway, right? Because we needed another speedy wide receiver to fill in the voided spot for our guy, Michael Irvin, and Joey Galloway pretty much had like 1 or 2, maybe only you can count on your hand 4 or 5 games, right, that you can recall and say, yeah, he was all right. And then people were looking at him like it was a bust, terrible pick up for us to do that. And then for him to leave us to go to Tampa Bay, and he balls out over there. We're like, wait a minute, can we get that Galloway back? But that's a story of another day, right? Alexander was a beast that year with 28 touchdowns in the MVP. That was our pick right there. Can you imagine? Close your eyes and just imagine this. That if the Cowboys' legacy went from Emmitt Smith to Sean Alexander, that would have been just silly amazing, right? If we just held our ground, and it would have been wonderful, right? And of course, I think he pretty much had a good little spell for a few years, and then he dissipated off or faded off, basically. But Sean Alexander, for those who remember or who could remember, was a pretty good running back. But before we go to open up the phones, yeah, I remember Quincy Carter. Believe it or not, winning 10 games, going 10-6, I believe, and fool around and was able to get the team there. We supposed to have Quincy Carter on the show, and me and Big Game James, I think last year, and he had to do other things, what have you. But he just tweeted out that he is now 3 years clean. So let's give a round of applause to Quincy Carter. We know that he had his demons that he had to fight. And let's give a round of applause. Yeah, as always, we always battling something, man. People are always fighting and going through something. And old folks say either you in a storm or you coming out of one, right? So that's true stance right there. Either you in a storm or you coming out of one, meaning that you always going to have to fight something, right? This too shall pass, but it's always a cycling moment. Look, I get it. The Rams just won the Super Bowl, right? But the last time that they won it was in '99. That was over 20 years ago. And, of course, they've been to, another Super Bowl since then, and they lost it to – who they lost the Super Bowl to? Was it against Tom Brady, the Patriots, or what have you, right? I was telling people it's really not that easy. It's really not that easy to go back to the Super Bowl here and there, here and there. It took them boys 20 years. And we can literally see the issues, the warts, and all of the other crazy stuff that we've been through because we're so close with this team. And a lot of people, I'm not trying to take away Jason Garrett, but Dave Campo, right? But our chances, our strongest chances to winning any real Super Bowl came with Bill Parcells. And right when we started getting good, like good, he walked away. He was fed up. Like, I can't take this no more, man. I couldn't take it no more. And politically, he said, it's time lapse. I just came here to rebuild the program, to ignite the sponsors or what have you. But we all know what was going on. But what happened here with Cowboys organizations is that we forget all of that, right? We look at it like, it's been 27 years. Like, real talk, that you really thought that Jason Garrett was going to take us all the way to the Super Bowl? Can you envision Jason Garrett lifting up that Super Bowl trophy? And I get people that hate me left and right to say, well, how dare you, Law, to make these excuses. But that is the reality. As good and as great, I used this analogy earlier, as the expectations for Michael Jordan, right? won 6 championships. I'm quite sure that his son grew up his whole life with those same set of expectations. And as valuable as Michael Jordan is, his son is just as valuable, right? Just because you have value in something doesn't mean that it's going to manifest itself into what you think that will happen, right? I'm quite sure that the expectations for even Magic Johnson, when he first had his son, is for his son to one day be just like him. Let me know how that's going, Cowboy Nation, and everybody that's listening. What's Magic's son's name? I ain't going to pull up his picture. But those are the realities, man. We having the expectations for the Cowboys to be like the 90s Cowboys. But we are so far from having a Jimmy Johnson in the building. Come on, baby. EJ, yeah, that's his name. Oh, can EJ shoot some ball, you know? Shame on me, man.
Shame.
Shame, man.
Shame. Shame.
But I guarantee you, Magic and Mike, they both love their son unconditionally, right? Right? They have the greatest hope for their sons to be successful in whatever they do. So that's Wayne. You wrong. He said, well, Lord, never mind. All right, man, let's listen to my guys, man, and y'all hold tight this on the call in. We're gonna listen to the call in people in a few. I appreciate everybody. As soon as I find this audio, I promise you we're gonna play it. Yeah, we're gonna play it, man. Y'all know how it goes. Yeah, I'm trying to find this audio, but where is it? You know, but I get you guys, man. You know, I love y'all, man. And as much as I give it to you raw,
nobody coming to see you, Otis.
No doubt, man. Leave me alone, man. Y'all give me time, man. Give me time. Here we go.
Practice yesterday. Take us through it, please.
Yeah, because it started out, it was actually pretty boring. They were doing a lot of just kind of, you know.
Let me tell you this, too. This is brought to you by 105.3 The Fan. My guys over there always putting in some good work. Let me also give you guys some of these training clips, and this is from 2 days ago, but it's still valid today. And shout out to Texas Lottery Plaza for sponsoring this video.
Positional drill work, and you know, we're standing around talking to each other, some of the beat, and it was just like, this is kind of boring. This has got to be the most boring day of practice. And even when we thought we were going to get red zone, it just didn't look, or you know, goal line work and stuff like that. It didn't look like it'd be a very eventful day. But once things got going, they were ready. It was probably the most physical, chippy, you know, just petty practice that we saw out here.
Petty.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they got to pushing and shoving a few of them a couple different times. Mike McCarthy had to scream to man the blank up to get them to get back on the ball and snap the ball at one point. But overall, I mean, it was the edge, the intensity that I think they're looking for out there at practice. The offense was looking really strong. And then there were a lot of plays made by the defense. Even, again, when the offense is making plays in these practices, it's not like the defense is out of position. And so I think it was just an encouraging day all the way around. Tyler Smith bounced back from a not-so-great practice on Monday and had a good day. And so, you know, we had a brand-new kicker out here in Brett Maher. Said goodbye to all day Garibay.
All day Garibay?
Yeah,
What's that? He misses all day?
That's I mean, yeah, he's you know, into another zip code to the left all day. And, no, I mean, just probably bumming out KNC because that was like one of their first interviews of camp, and they really loved him. But yeah, no more Jonathan Garibay.
Who do you think is the favorite to win the kicking job?
So Hyralahu definitely was the favorite before Maher came in here, but now that Maher's in here, we just have to see how it plays out. Because here's the thing: they had Greg Zuerlein in here the last couple years, and they were putting up with a lot. They brought in Garibay, gave him every opportunity to basically blow it out here in Oxnard. And then you've got, you're bringing in a guy like Brett Maher. All three of those guys have in common is booming range. Those are like 60-yard type of, 60-yard type of power in their leg. And so that's not Hairolahu. So it feels a little bit like where they're at with Tyler Biotish at center, where it's like, okay, like Liram Hairolahu, kind of a Tyler Biotish type, where it's like, He's okay, but he doesn't do exactly everything that we want. He's solid, he's steady, but we don't know that he's ever going to be anything more than that. And so we'd love it if somebody could challenge him, but if we don't have the right person to challenge him, we're just going to move on. But they clearly are trying to give anybody with some range any opportunity to beat Hairolahu. And that's because anything past, 48 yards is going to be a real challenge for him.
Bobby Belt, our Cowboys insider, joining us every morning from Oxnard here on Sean and RJ 105.3 The Fan. Man, Micah's highlights looked stupid going around Terrence Steele. Was that his best day of practice?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, he's looked great out here the entire camp. He's the best player on the field consistently. It's hard.
Do anybody disagree with my guy Bobby Belt, man? And I can't wait to see. I flat out, man, can't wait to see Parsons like pretty much unleash the beast, because Parsons, he brings all of that to the table, and I know he's holding back. I know he's bringing all of that to the table and more, Cowboy Nation, and I absolutely can't wait. Let's listen to more.
Hard for that to show up and flash in practice because you're not allowed to take the quarterback down, and you're not allowed to do some things that you would normally do that show off Micah's athleticism and show what a game changer he can be. But yesterday, I mean, it was just how quick he was getting around the edge, the bend, the fluidity, just the speed off the ball, everything else. That was by far his best practice. He was easily the most dominant player on the field yesterday, and I think it bodes well for anybody who, and I don't think there's anybody out there, but anybody who would have any concern of, is there going to be a sophomore slump? Will there be any regression? This camp has to me, said flat out no, that Micah Parsons is going to be really dominant for several years to come.
Have they been using him in a certain way, different from last year?
No, similar to how they used him last year. I mean, they'll stand him up, let him rush off the edge. They'll, have him blitz up the A-gap. They'll have him, playing linebacker straight up. They're kind of using him the same way that we saw a lot in the second half of last year when they really realized what they had in him, and just kind of have moved him all around the formation, using him sort of as like the Joker card, where it's like, whatever we need you to be, you can be. And so I think that's how they intend to use him. I know that doesn't make you thrilled, but I think he'll be playing a lot at linebacker, a lot, off the edge and blitzing a lot.
So the internet is quoting Broadus as saying that Joe Philman and the assistant offensive line coach were not necessarily on the same page about drafting Tyler Smith. What can you tell us about that?
Man, that's deep right there. Not on the same page, and here's why I don't like this being leaked out. And I got to tell you guys my 1,000 truth with this. When you hear an offensive line coach say, "Well, I'm not really fond of this guy," meaning that they got a predetermined mind that he's limited. They already have in their thoughts that they will not like said player. So they tend to look at some of the techniques, some of the willingness, as it been lofty, as it not being 100,000% enthused, whereas he can be trying to develop on something. But if you already have that predetermined mind that I don't like said player, then sometimes you tend to disregard his growth, or you tend to want to be right. And I hope that that's not the situation or scenario, whereas you already looking at it like, all right, I don't want this guy, but I got to deal with this guy because of the higher ups, right? And it's like the inverse of what KD want over there in Brooklyn. Trade me or it's me or the coaches. I don't want to play for the coach over there. So you got to pick. You got to choose. The choice is yours. Now, from a basketball player perspective or from a player perspective in general, he just really took a dump on all of the other players that's out there because they can't voice that sentiment, right? They might love Coach. They might like what Coach have in store for them, right? So it goes two ways with that, and it's terrible. And I hope that the Cowboys don't let this type of stuff hit the fan, because now we know that Tyler Smith is on a short rope because the doggone coach didn't want him.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense, though, because, I mean, Joe Philbin and Jeff Blasco, their jobs are on the line, right? Like, they don't have time for a big part of their evaluation to be, for the evaluation of their job. They don't have time for that to be a guy that they're going to have to bring along technique-wise and a guy that it's like, well, he's maybe not going to be great right now, but in 3 years, that's where he's going to be at. So I can understand some reservation. The sense I get from talking to people is that there's nobody... everybody in this building is on board with Tyler Smith now. They've seen him out here, and they see the way that he practices. Maybe there were some reservations initially, or maybe there was, other guys that they liked more initially, the Philbin and Blasco. But I don't think there's anybody who has reservations about him now that they've worked with him and they've seen what he can do out here. But yeah, I think that, sure, largely that was probably more a guy that the scouts liked. But I think if there was like a real... aggressive, I absolutely don't want this guy, I don't know that they would have gone for him. I think they would have maybe made a move up to get one of those guys that they were talking about. And so the fact that they were willing to stand back, let the pick come to them, sure, they probably had guys they liked more. And Joe Philbin wasn't thrilled about, the big part of my evaluation is going to be having to work with a guy who's raw as sushi, but... or raw as sush, as right. Would say.
Absolutely.
But ultimately, I think that everybody now just kind of goes, okay, this kid's a quick learner, and this is the exact type of guy we want here.
Is there...
Man... Coaches, let me tell y'all something, man. For those who are in sports, your coach may be one of your greatest influencer. A coach look at a project and say, hey, I'm going to make sure that I can squeeze it. Look, oh, man, if I could play that clip, but I can't play it. Oh, I can't play it, man. I wish I could play it. And it goes all the way back when I was on the Final Word, I think about 3 months ago, or it could have been 2 months ago, when there was a piece of them talking to the Steelers head coach. And the coach takes pride in developing and crafting players. I'm paraphrasing. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. When you have players that don't really pick up to what you're saying, you hide behind your inability to actually teach said player. And I'm misquoting what he said, but he embraces, real coaches embraces the opportunity to coach players. Real coaches, that's how I can say this, man. Real coaches look at this and say, hey, he got the size, he got the strength. I can elevate and I can motivate and I can put him in right spots and positionings. Because I'm like this. I can develop the craft. It don't matter what the other people say about this and that about said player, but give me the opportunity to put my hands on him. Coach Philbin and Blasco, or Glasgow, his name, or however you say it, he should be like, man, this 6'5", 325-pound massive guy, let me work on his skill set. I can get those elbows stuck inside. I can work on his redirect. I can work on his stance or what have you. Right? I can get things done. I'm the cultivator. But the person that's worried about their job and worried about getting fired, oh, I want something that's already pre-made. I don't want to do the hard work. I don't want to cultivate this. I don't want to build this thing up. I want to take something that's already there. That sounds spoilish. That sounds like a little old brat. Dude, you're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, Joe Philbin. That shouldn't even leave your mouth about, hey, I don't want to coach up Tyler Smith, even if it's allegedly, right? So it just, Coach Tomlin, yeah, that was his name, C. Brown, appreciate you. Yeah, man, Rue Glock said they want those microwave results, man. Shoot, I guarantee you, when Dan Quinn saw Sam Williams, he said, shoot, he's a little raw, but I can't wait for me to put my hands on him so I can make sure that his release is there, right? So I can make sure that his get off will be there, his separation, teach him to get skinny and get to the quarterback. But when you look, I tell people all the time, when you looking for excuses, they will find you. They will knock on your door. What's up, man? I'm the excuse you're looking for, right? If I use the excuse, man, I'm the middle child, and we ain't grow up with the wealth and riches, man. I'm from Mississippi, small town Natchez, man. You know, nobody from my family went outside of Mississippi. Man, nobody from my family made over $25,000 to $30,000 a year, right? I mean, come on. You know, you got to go beyond that. Oh, man, I'm a black guy. No, go beyond that, man. Stop putting yourself in boxes, baby. There's multi-billionaires that people got my hue. That's what another thing. I can't stand when people say, hey, man, I'm a black kid, man. I'm black. No, man, ain't got nothing to do with your race. Get out of your feelings, man. Go stop waiting for the system. I do not choose to be the common man. It's my right to be uncommon if I can. I want to take the calculated risk. To dream, to build. But when you start using excuses, man, look, when I was earlier growing up, I stuttered when I speak. I can barely talk and form sentences together. Now look how smoothly I talk, you know? But if I use that as a crutch, if I use that as something that I can't do, I would have still been stuttering Stanley over here. Y'all would have came away from my channel. Hey, man, that dude, yeah, man, he cool, but man, he stuttered like bug, you know? But even if I was stuttering, guess what? I'd still be up in here every day. I think y'all still follow me. I think y'all still. They were like, man, I know what he's trying to say, man. But, hey, man, that dude, Law Nation, man, he's right on the money with it, you know? But don't be just putting yourself down with excuses. And that's all I hear from Joe Philbin, right? It's everybody's fault but his. It's everybody's fault that he couldn't make it out of Green Bay. It's everybody's fault but his that he couldn't make it out of Miami Dolphins land. You got a plethora of opportunities to be in here in Dallas, and now you want this guy, man, Tyler Smith. Get out of here. Let me finish playing this audio. He made me mad.
Anything more that Noah Brown and Fehoko can do to make you feel like this is absolutely legitimate and they're going to be just fine to start off the year at receiver.
Do it in the practices and do it in the games. Do it in these mixed practices with the Chargers and the Broncos. And then, you know, whatever reps you're getting in these games, do it there too. That's been a problem for them. Noah Brown's a training camp all-star every year. I think it's different this year, and he's been a lot better, and he's better in different ways. His foot quickness looks better. His route running's more crisp. But, you know, let it show up against some of these other teams in practices. Let it show up in some of these these preseason games. But Fehoko especially, like since the pads have come on, Fajoko's been a monster out here. Like he's just using, that he's got this giant frame. He's been boxing out corners. Either he's getting open or even when he's covered, he's using his frame, he's using his size correctly, and then using his really strong hands to
that's Fehoko right there
in really congested areas. And so Fehoko is the guy that I'm really starting to get excited about and that I think could, be taking that second-year leap. Mike McCarthy talked about him at the podium yesterday, that he thinks that's what we're seeing is the second-year leap that teams like to see in their players, that they believe they're getting that with Simi Fehoko. But their big thing with him, as we mentioned throughout training camp, was just consistency. So part of that consistency will be show up in these practices against Denver and the Chargers, and then show up in these preseason games, and you'll get an opportunity when Week 1 rolls around.
No doubt, man. Let me open up the phone lines all together, man. I appreciate y'all so much. That was the end of that. Shout out to my guys over here on 105.3 The Fan. For clarity, be sure to check them out so you can hear the full interview. And like I said, allegedly, this is not real reports of Coach Philbin saying those things, but I can tell you, man, from what I heard, allegedly, that's not a good vibe to me, man. Let me read out some of these super chats. I appreciate you guys so much for being part of this. Shout out to you, Michael. He says, Law, 114 likes in here and over 400 people watching, man. Come on, man. Y'all hit that hit that like button. Come on, man.
Shame.
Appreciate you for the donation, man.
Shame. Shame.
I got shanked by the butter knife, man. Wasn't that Philbin excuse last year for McGovern? Yeah, shame on him.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Man, when you looking for excuses, you will find them. Quick story before I open up the phone line altogether. Let me get my guy over here. Jay Lombardi on pin it at the top, 657-390-7391. That's the hotline for your mind. My daughter's birthday is on September the 24th. And she's been in private school, right? And the school that she was in, they switched it to a charter school, and they have to adhere to, I guess, the public, information. So what they said was, hey, we don't do the testing anymore, so you can't take the test. For her to get back to first grade, she got to redo kindergarten. I was like, I was away at the time because I was in Oxnard handling business for the nation. And I said, Bull Sugar, she done graduated from kindergarten. I don't care if it's a situation for her to be 20 days out. I don't give a dog about Texas ruling, right? So guess what we had to do? If we looked for excuses, if we looked to just bend to their rulings, guess what we would have done? Oh, we're going to Mosley put her back in kindergarten. No, you got to fight for everything that you want in life. And that's what I said. Don't nothing come easy either, and I gave her the same speech, right? With the tooth, because she lost a tooth while I was away. Either what old folks say, you in a storm or coming out of one, right? But you got to prepare yourself and be ready for it, because this is life. It will throw you a curveball, and this world will chew you up and spit you out. This world don't care about you nor your feelings. It don't. You got to make sure that you position yourself so that you'll be ready for these type of moments. No is the answer. We're not bending to the rulings just because 24 days away. And they said if she would have been born before September the 1st, we would gladly move her along. I said no. And guess what? She's going to the first grade. Because I'm not looking for excuses. Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And what matter is she bust her butt off to graduate from kindergarten. And I refuse to put her back for another year just because of somebody's ruling. And they disregard to even take the test to accept. So there are some people that would fold and say, oh man, the rule says that you got to make sure because she's not born before September the 1st, she got to be back in kindergarten. Some people live with that. I refuse, or we refuse. Appreciate you, Daryl. Thank you for the $2 super chat, man. I appreciate you. So a lot of people, where my button go? There we go. A lot of people fold. A lot of people say, hey, Cowboys haven't been to the Super Bowl since 1995, 96. You think that that's going to be my story? No. They have nothing to do with me. They had nothing to do. Look, Coach Mike McCarthy said, hey, all of that was going on. They had nothing to do with us. It's about winning the game now. All of that other stuff have nothing to do with us. Whoop-de-doo. Last year, yeah, man, we was hoes, but they have nothing to do with us this year. Hey, man, y'all actually with that have nothing to do with us. Your opinions don't have to become my reality. Hey, man, the Cowboys haven't did this. The Cowboys haven't did that from the 254. You live. Oh, my bad. You live now, 254. Waco, Texas. What's good? Yo, you live. Turn your radio down. You're live. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Coach Marv, I know you here. You're live from the 803.
What's going on?
Nothing
What's
to
going
it,
on?
man.
Hold off. Give me 1 second.
No doubt. I know you got to step out of that executive suite.
Yeah, man. But I want to speak on the coaching thing. And the statement that Mike Tomlin did make. He said,
you got it.
Coaches, a lot of coaches run from coaching.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Get it, coach. Get it.
They run from coaching. And he runs to coaching. He said he runs to coaching.
That's what
he wants to. He want a guy that he feels that he has to coach. A lot of guys run from coaching because they want the ready-made guy. They want the guy that they don't have to do much to him.
Yeah. You made my day, coach. You made my day, man. Woo.
Yeah, but see, that don't make these guys great. Listen, Micah Parsons, without the right coaching, he's still going to be good, but he will not reach his fullest potential. That's where coaching and players, athletes work together. Coaches bring athletes to their greatest potential. That's not saying that it's all coaching. It's a marriage between the two.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson, there's a reason why Michael Jordan, only one with Phil Jackson. There's a marriage between the two.
Yeah.
He can get the full potential of what Michael Jordan could do. See what I'm saying? So there's a marriage between the two. That's why I say it again. I say it over and over. Great players can't take bad coaching.
Ooh, man.
So, but I was going to speak on this thing about the about the perception of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But this filming thing really got me unnerved here. And there's 2 things that got me unnerved. And here it is again. You would think that our own people, even though they're journalists, right, would not be the ones that are the ones that are trying to sabotage the positive feelings of the Cowboys. And that's why I tell you, Cowboy fans, everybody who they said is inside the building, that's a main reporter, that's Dallas, and they report a little bit of good stuff. This article here had no business if you had anything with the Cowboys until you saw some results on the field.
Right, true that.
I don't even see who, if you had any real relation to the Cowboy and you earn your money to it. And see, this is where the Jimmy Johnsons and the Bill Parcells made their money for me with the Cowboys. Because those people, they treat them like garbage.
Yeah.
And they made them very angry because they didn't give them anything, and they made it known that they were snakes in the grass.
Yeah.
See, but we're so nice now that we're letting these are, and these are the things that even they may be rumors. These are not the stories. For one, it has no validity because you hadn't even played a game yet.
Big facts, Coach. Yeah.
Ooh. So why? So what makes this to say, he doesn't know, they really wasn't on board with the player. You're watching practice. You hadn't even played a game. You didn't even have given this a shot to say that there's something wrong with the connect there. These are the things that we jump on as Cowboy fans because we're getting it related from people that we assume are allies.
Yeah, true that. True,
But
true.
I understand. I'm saying it, Lawson. You can't. I don't want you to say it. I'm saying it for you.
I know I
that
can't.
we assume
right.
that are allies, but they end up being the
Foes.
enemy.
Yep, the foes. Yep.
These are, you don't get, if you get this story should come from someone outside of your own main people.
Right.
Not before the season starts. There's no reason for this story. Some of these stories, there's no reason. There's no rhyme or reason. Now, in the case of it, fulfillment, it says this is a true story.
Yeah.
You have to work with what you have. You should want to be able to make this young man. There's nobody you're going to draft that's going to be probably in a better situation than this guy you got here. Not saying I'm talking about the talent level, whatever. All of them starting from ground zero.
Yeah. True.
So everybody, it's not like you asked for a veteran guy that was an all-pro and they got you a draft pick. Okay, I can understand. You say, well, we could have got this. It's not like the linebacker coach saying, I asked for Bobby Wagner, but you got me a 6th-round draft pick. Then I can understand you like, well,
right.
Yeah, I got to work a little bit more to get this 6th-round draft pick better as good as Bob Wagner, because I knew what Bob Wagner was. But you talking about, I want you to draft this guy, that guy. There's nothing really difference between them. They all start from zero. None of them played in the NFL.
All start from the bottom. You're right, Coach.
That's it.
And that's why I said the purity of coaching comes from like the middle school, the high school, because especially from our region, because you can't pick the players, right? It's just based upon the region that you're at, and you just got to groom and develop them, and then that's when you can say, okay, I developed them.
But listen.
Yeah.
The coach cannot give a real estimate of what he really has until he sees this guy. And listen, it takes a while for a coach to really learn a player.
Right.
I would say it really takes you almost a season to figure if a player if he's getting stuff. It's not saying it takes a season for you to see results.
Right.
It takes a season for you to learn a player, because you got to learn them. And when I say a season, it takes all 4 seasons. You got to learn when this player is doing things well, how he reacts. You got to see this player when things are going really bad, how he reacts. You got to see when this player when things are going good and bad, which way did he lean, which is his focus, how you could push him, what temperature you could turn this guy up to. Then you got to see when things are going good and the media gets on him because he makes a mistake and he starts to feel some adversity, how he acts. These are the 4 seasons of life. These are the 4 seasons of coaching. Once you figure that out, which it takes time, then you know this guy up and down. Now it's your job to be able to motivate, formulate, and to push this guy into a place where he can be the best that he can be. Phil maybe even had a chance to get through 1 season of this process yet, and we're talking about what he may not like or what he don't even know. They hadn't even hit nobody else, no other team yet.
Right, Coach, man. Coach Ma, man, you are a legend. Hey, can you say that phrase again about what Tomlin said?
Say coaches run from coaching. And what he does is he run to coaching.
I'm going to write this one down, man.
They run from coaching.
Run from coaching.
And that's what you're saying about the excuses, Law. They build excuses to say that my player can't do this because that's running away from coaching. That means that you didn't coach him to not do those things.
Yeah.
But see, he runs to coaching. He wants a guy that has a little rough on the edges and this and that. Yeah. So when they get the product is finished, he can look at this product and say, okay, he came in with his hand placement not right, but we coached him up to get his hand placement right. We can't, listen, coaches can't add another 4 or 5 inches to a guy and drop his 40 time down by a couple seconds. Can't do that.
Right.
Ain't nothing they can do that. They can do that. But if I can get that, and I get a piece of a material that I can work with, then it's up to me to get the best out of that material that I can get to make Tyler Smith or any of these players the best player that they can be. And I can't use no excuses because they're looking in my eyes, because every player, believe it or not, Law, even the craziest, hardest core players, every player wants to be coached.
Oh, my gosh, man. Ooh.
They want coaching.
And that's why.
All people want discipline.
Right.
Everybody wants discipline. Even people talking about they don't want discipline. Everybody wants discipline.
Man, coach, man.
Because with no structure, there's nothing to lean on.
Man, coach, man. You look, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a graphic card. So when you call in, I'm going to have that graphic card playing, man, with your insights, coach. This is unbelievable, man. I appreciate you so much, man. Your acumen of the football game, man.
Remember that, Law, and I know you good. Listen, everybody who just has that's inside the building that's got the greatest access is not always the ally.
Man, you right. I appreciate you, coach, man. Thank you, Coach Marv.
All right, have a good one, bro.
Yes, indeed, man. I think Lincoln said it well, and you guys write this down. He said, I would rather have them inside the tent pissing out versus outside the tent pissing in. And sometimes your enemies be inside. You got to bring them inside so they can spit out versus them spitting in. And that's how some people view these jobs and opportunities. And shout out to Brian Broaders. He's my guy, 1,000%. Sports Guru 95 says, shout out to for your donation too. He says Brian Broaders will stretch the narrative, and I get it, man. He's on the radio show, and it's hard to do a 3-hour episode with only 10-minute worth of information, so that's hard. But shout out to Coach Marv again, man, and always bringing in the insights. But I know that this guy right here, the next person that's waiting, will bring some passion, and his name is Daryl Schapp. You're live from the 702. What's good, fam?
What's up, fam? I had to call in to give y'all some positive vibes and some passion to the show today. I heard Coach Marv on the previous call with you, so I'd give some love to him. Love you, Coach Marv. You be bringing the freaking fire knowledge, bro, and along with Law Nation and Boss Cowboy. And I rewatched the video of the final word yesterday. What was it, yesterday, Law?
Yeah, yesterday. You know? Yeah.
So,
last night.
I brought some fire facts out. But my bold prediction, like I've been saying before the beginning of the season, book it. Mr. Dallas Cowboys this year are going to be 15-2, NFC East champions, and possibly Super Bowl champions this year. Book it. Speak it into existence for all the Cowboys haters, all the Cowboys non-believers. Get ready, because you about to get some. We're going to line up, strap up the chin straps, and we're going to take you out. Your quarterback's going to be in the dirt. You're going to be meeting Micah Parsons and Mr. Sam Williams, and the Cowboys going to roll all over you like Mean Gene. Woo!
Woo! Yes. How about them Cowboys, man? That's my dog, man. Shout out to you, Mr. Passion. Yeah, that's Chap. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in. We needed that one, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. From the 757, man. You're live. You're live.
Man, what up, Law? What up, man?
Nothing much, man. Woo! Get some.
Dog, don't even do that to me right now, bro. Don't even do Dog, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm fresh off of watching Hard Knocks last night. Bruh, I'm not. I can't even hear the woo right now because I'm going to go right through the fucking roof.
You good.
But, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Dog. Joe Philbin, It's trash. What is he even doing on our team?
Trash.
What is he even doing on our team? We could have kept Mark Colombo.
Oh, I love some Colombo. That's the attitude that we. Ooh, come on with it, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They were blocking. Now they probably weren't blocking the right block, but they were double team. They were pushing Mars back.
Yeah.
They were pushing people back. What is your? Do you know why he's running for coaching? Do you know his head coaching record is 26-30?
Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Are you not
He's
entertained?
started.
Yeah.
If Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy want to prove that they running some, if he said that about your first round pick, kick him out the building.
Are you not entertained?
What are we paying you for?
Are you not
What are we paying
entertained?
you
Yes, indeed, man. Ooh. Come on, man.
I watched his tape. This dude is tossing fools around. I don't give a damn if it's correct. I don't give a damn if it's a hold. Boy, if he holds them up, I bet you they remember who he is. I bet you. I
Yeah.
bet you it'll be the best, the 10-yard penalty that you'll ever see. He's going to hold them down.
Yes,
Tell them to
indeed.
get off the team. Get off the team.
Get it off of him, man.
bro, I'm not even talking. I'm not even trying to say that you already know the Lions ain't gonna be better than us. But we need that energy in the goddamn building.
No,
And we ain't
yeah.
working as a team. We ain't working as a team. And position coaches, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I feel like all position coaches need to be former players. Well, because they understand the grind. They understand the grind. Head coaches, you can pick a head coach anywhere to steal some ish. But if you wanna, the closest people the players are closest with is not the head coach. It will always be that position coach. It will always be that position coach.
I got something right here, man. Hey, my guy Mickey Cox says, Mark Holmes in the chat said, never trust a skinny shelf. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, man. That's the never trust a skinny shelf, man. Oh my gosh, man.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Man, that damn report got me so mad when you read that. I called in about something totally different. I can't even remember what the hell I called in about, bro. When you said that, I was like, how could he even possibly? Tyler Smith should be saying what you said about him. He should be saying that about your ass because you're trash.
Yeah.
He should be like, no, I don't want to play for him because I don't think he could coach me up right. That's what he should be saying.
Yes, exactly.
Somewhere else, I think 2 teams and you flop both times, bro. You flop both times. And everybody knows the greatest coaches on that second try, they get it right. They get it right. Ask Bill Belichick. Ask Bill. Ask Andy Reid. They get it right.
They get it right, man. Oh, they go out there.
I gotta go because I love this show, bro. I love this show.
I appreciate you, man. Anytime, fam.
Don't get quiet.
Oh man, all right, bro. I appreciate you, fam, so much, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. Hey, that's a good call from him, man. Hey, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for Joe Philbin now, man. I found the perfect. I mean, the absolute perfect illustration of him coaching, man. So y'all give me a few seconds here because I'm finna pull it up now. Let me see if my athletic building the plane while it's in the air deal can be done. It need to be done right now. Oh, I got him, man. Y'all bear with me, baby. Oh, I got Joe Philbin right here, man. Oh, and then this is all alleged, right? Alleged. He allegedly said this. I'll go back and eat my words if he didn't never utter these words here. But I got him now. I got Joe Philbin. Look at Joe Philbin. Every time I see him, he reminds me of this dude right here. He reminds me of this guy right here. Oh, let me correct this edit right quick though. Let me correct this edit. I got Joe Philbin right here, baby. Oh my gosh. And maybe if he's battling through something, if he got something like an ailment that's going on with him, I apologize to the vet. But if all is well, if he ain't got no no syndrome going on, if he ain't got nothing going on with him, then this is all jokes. But I'm not talking about him, but we talking about him type of groove. Get this one off because I'm gonna recorrect it. See, I got a hole right there. Let me delete that one and let me see if I can do this right here. Bam. Let me see if I come on, baby, come on. Let me go back. Come on, baby. We're gonna fix this. Building the plane while it's in there. Bam. Go here. Download. It downloaded. Bear with me, Cowboy Nation. I got him. Look. This is a better illustration. Let me see if I can find it. Because this is all I see when I hear him complaining. And this is all I could think of is this dude in a cartoon. I think the cartoon name is Courage, right? The name is Courage. They never liked the dog, right? But he was the best friend of the dog. And this is all I can think of is when I think of Joe Philbin since that report came out. It's like he's mad at the world. That got to be Joe Philbin, right? What's that dude's name? He missing his cane? Oh, let me see, because he's mad about his cane. Oh my God, let me see if I can find it. This is a perfect illustration right here. And if I can, let me see if I got to do it this way. Hold on. My face gonna freeze for a second, but I'm working here. We finna open up the phone lines again, but y'all bear with me. This got to be Joe Philbin, man. They inspired the cartoon and they modeled that image after Joe Philbin. They had to. But I'm going to show y'all Tyler Smith, and this is Joe Philbin in Glasgow, whoever the other guy that didn't want him, Look at him. Look how he looking at the dog, man. Look at Tyler Smith. That's Tyler Smith, I meant to say. Look at Tyler Smith. Look at that's Tyler Smith, the dog, and that's Joe Philbin, and that's the other guy. Stupid dog. Oh my gosh. But that dog, I promise you, this cartoon, the dog was the smartest dog that I ever knew of, because he would always figure out ways to help him. But they couldn't stand the dog though, man, and they can't stand Tyler Smith. So Tyler Smith, you that dog right now, man. Oh my goodness, man. I'm gonna go watch this cartoon tonight, man. All right, man, let me open up the phone lines again, man. I got my guy for the 904. You live, DT.
Man, I'm telling you, your show can put all them six-figure guys, and you got some good callers.
I appreciate you, man.
You putting it down.
I appreciate
you. One thing I want to bring up. It's probably been said before. Maybe I missed it. They talking about the receivers. I remember when Deion played, and he played receiver too. I think they could do that with Diggs, because Diggs was a receiver.
Yeah. Diggs was a receiver.
He was a receiver.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if Kellen Moore realized he got a secret weapon.
I mean, Kellen, look. No shade of what you said, but Kellen Moore need to utilize Tony Pollard. He need to be figuring out Tony Pollard and the Ezekiel Elliott situation before we throw something else in there.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But I think when we play Tampa, I don't like to see nobody get hurt. But I think this is going to be Brady's last year. From that, he might finish the whole season out, but he gonna remember that day, because this defense ain't no bull jive.
Okay, yeah, I feel you, man.
I'm looking forward to that game.
Man,
me too. Jacksonville going crazy when people can't wait for the Cowboys to come here because there's a lot of Cowboy fans here before they ever had the team. Some of them is still Jaguars, but some of them ain't never changed.
You're right,
and
man.
I hope you get to come down here. Hope you get to come down here.
Well, we working on some things. Shout out to Cowboys Experience. If you guys are trying to get tickets to the game, be sure to hit my guys up at Cowboys Experience. We supposed to get some things together for the Tennessee Titans game, for me to be out there live, and also for me to get out there to Jacksonville, for me to be live there. So, hey, y'all continue to support, man. That's how I get there, and that's by way of Cowboys Experience.
All righty.
I appreciate you, DT.
Good talking to you.
Anytime, man. I thank you for your love and adulations, man. Hey, before you go, let me hear how about them Cowboys, though. I need to hear that, man.
Oh, hell. How about them Cowboys? Let's ride.
Let's ride, baby. Appreciate you, man, DT. Man, hey, this is what we do here. This is what we do. Hey, my guy, Jay Versick, he says, Law, did you listen to John Machota on 105.3 The Fan? He talked a lot about Tyler Biadasz, Joe Philbin on the hot seat, and more. I didn't hear that. If you can, my dog, shoot me that clip via my Twitter DM or my IG DM, whichever one's faster for you, and I would take a look into that. All right, so I got people jumping in and out of the phone line, so they threw off the order, but I got my guy, the movie star 316, you in the mix.
Law, what's going on, baby?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Hey, look, back to what Coach was talking about when he brought up, Phil Jackson and Jordan.
Yeah.
The best I can think about it when dealing with Phil, Tony Dungy, do we really give him credit for that Super Bowl win? Not Dungy, but Chucky. Do he really get credit for that, or do we give it to Dungy? Because that was Dungy's team.
Oh, man, shoot, he pretty much had the foundation there. And whole boy ran away with the plug. Shoot.
Right.
He ran all the way with the plug.
That's pretty much what we're talking about.
Right.
And Silver actually, he actually, you pulled up that cartoon, but he reminded me of the old man from the Family Guy. Come here, boy, you got any candy?
Oh, yeah.
And that's the problem. Tyron don't want none of his candy. That's the problem. They don't want none of his candy, so he can't get the point across.
Right. He can't. He want that candy. He wanted some crisp, boy. He wanted some crisp. Yes, indeed, man.
But, and as far as these wishy-washy Cowboy fans, like, seriously, go jump ship. You know what I'm saying? Please, right. We don't need you. Some of us got this tatted on us. We bleed this. We all in. We let them hang. Ride or die. That means good, bad, and the ugly. We sticking by the Cowboys.
Yeah. Some of them, when you hear this, they go get to running. You be like, hey, wait a minute, man. I got mine too. He's supposed to be coming ready to fight with me.
They still reach for it.
Yeah, he didn't even reach for it. He just showed it, And then all of a sudden, you be like, man, okay, I'm fighting by myself now. But I need some dogs that when they do like this, man, sure, we ready to go to war, man.
What you think when they made yours, they made the only one?
Yeah, they just stopped making yours. They didn't stop making them after they made yours.
Right. We in this for the long haul, and if anybody cannot see that this team is something special, we can call it 13 and whatever, Super Bowl champion. Just know that this season is something special.
Yeah, it is, man.
And I advise everybody to put their seatbelt on and strap in.
Yeah, lock in. You ain't lying, dog. Shoot, you are not lying, man. What else you got for the show, man, if I let you roll?
Man, just, you know what it is, man. A Shorty on PPP loan, all of them on Tubi. They rocking. We're about to film another one called Handicap No Cap. It's going to be a straight comedy. Be on the lookout for it. Cowboy Nation, let them hang. That's all we doing is let them hang.
No doubt, man.
Let them hang.
That's my guy right there, man. Y'all be sure to check out all of his content, man, especially on Tubi TV, man. That's my guy from the 316, Deonde, man. And he's always, man, in the chat presenting some good stuff for us to hear, man. I can't wait to check out that movie on Surety. I need to check that one out since I'm back at the crib. From the 404, you're live.
What's going on, Law? Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, man, you're live, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, this sports guru 9-5, man. I had to call in today, man.
Okay, for the 9-5, man. Appreciate you, man.
First time caller, man. Loving your show, man. Loving what you content guys are doing, man. I used to be a big time listener to 105.3 The Fan, but I don't listen no more, man, because all they spew is negativity. You guys give it to us straight up, real and raw. Y'all don't cut no corners. Y'all don't have no sources. So y'all just give it to the fans what y'all see. And I love that because I'm tired of all this negativity. Brian Brothers, you love him, man, but as soon as he got on G-Bag Nation, he started playing for the fans. Started, I call them GOP fans. All they want to hear is that negativity. That's all they want to hear. Man, let's see what this team can do. I'm loving what they're doing. They got rid of some pieces that, hey, the pieces wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing. I love Mar.
Right.
I love, everybody that they, everybody. But Amari, he was a route guy and a route guy only. That's all people can say. He was a route guy.
He wasn't a motivation. He wasn't a motivator. He wasn't a rah on. You know what, Guru, you right on the money with it. I never ever thought that somebody could break it down just like that. He was the route guy that demanded the number one DB and roll coverages over the top. He ain't gonna give nothing more, nothing less. And what he did his first year with us, he gave us that extra bump, right? Because we needed somebody with experience who been here before, and it was just his time to shine. And you right on it. But I got to say this openly, 105 still my dogs, man. They do my dudes, man. I got to give them that, because when people came for me and Vach and Sky and Big Game James, they stood boldly and they protected us. You know what I mean, fam?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right.
Right.
They looked out.
Sometimes I tune in a little bit, man. But I just like what you new guys are coming with, man.
Right.
Y'all are coming with football, and that's what a lot of us fans want to hear.
Right.
We want to hear football. We want to hear who's doing what, who ain't doing what. Who I like the makeup of the new receiving corps, because I think you could just take it. Throw a little bubble screen out there. Yeah. They all yak guys. They all can take that ball, make a person miss, and take that thing the distance.
Take it to the house.
That guy. Yeah. I'm not comfortable with the tight end room.
Right.
I think the Cowboys kind of Jason Witten dumbed down the tight end room a little bit. I think Dak need a dog tight end, but he gonna have to work with what he got. But we just gotta. I'm with you, man. I'm with y'all. I'm with all y'all content creators, man. You, Sky, Lombardi. Big Game James, Boss Cowboy. Hey, man, y'all bring the noise, man. Y'all keep doing it, man, and I'm always tuned in, man. I'm going to holler at you from Georgia, bro.
Man, from Georgia. I appreciate you, dog. That's my guy, Sports Guru. All the way via Georgia, man. And you guys get where I'm coming from. I can't let my dogs off the hook. All right, so we're going to try this Waco again from 254. You're live. You've been waiting here patiently. Hello? That 254, I guess he just like to listen in to the show from there. I know for sure when I click this one, I know he's going to jump in. From the 206, you in the mix. That's MJ.
What up, Long Nation?
Yeah, what's good with you?
What up, Cowboys? You got the realest. Your boy here. If you don't, I don't play. Tell him, Lord.
I already know. You already know what's about to happen.
Hey, if I can say, Lord, I don't want to take no Cowboy fan with me, and we get in the fight, and you run. I don't want you with me. Oh, hell no.
Forget that. Give me my fighters with me. The real Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
Not that what's the guy? The guy to be with the guy with Skip. Y'all Skip fans. I don't want you. I don't want you with me.
Man.
Somebody come up, y'all gonna first thing y'all gonna do, my mama calling me. I'm there by myself. I'm gonna get beat down because y'all ran. Nah, I don't want you with me.
But you know what? Let me say this, MJ. Skip made me so angry and frustrated when he took the jersey off. I think it was Ezekiel Elliott first. Walked to the trash can and threw it in the trash can. And I said, now, I used to have this stance like with the Cowboys. You can see literally multiple teams, fans burning jerseys, ripping and shredding jerseys. But up until that point, you really never seen anybody ruining a Cowboys jersey, burning a Cowboys jersey. As much as all players might have stunk up the joint, right? You just really don't see that. But now this dude feels that it's okay to take a jersey and throw it in the trash can or what have you. You really don't see that with Cowboy Nation. We've been on a slide for 27 years, going down for 27 years, and we really never seen people burning Cowboys jerseys or throwing them in the trash until Skip Bayless did it on national TV, and now the people think that that's okay to do. But if you could really turn on clips, you will see them burning Carson Wentz jerseys with the Eagles, Brian Dawkins, and all of those other boys that play for the Eagles. You can literally see the Washington or the Redskins at the time burning up jerseys, Donovan McNabb jerseys, and the Giants burning up Eli jerseys. But you never really see. You really never seen Cowboy fans burning anything, right? We were the only organization that would be mad, but man, we ain't finna burn our precious artifacts, man. Come on, man.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You make good sense. And three other things, like I saw y'all show last night,
right.
The Word, and like I keep telling people, you can't play hard like no more because they bigger and stronger. So you can't call them soft because they're not hitting in practice. They saving that for the practice against who we play against Denver and San Diego. That's when you see the heat. Then when the preseason game come on, then you can judge. Now the difference, let me let everybody know, because Brian Borders, for some reason, he act like number 3, Houston's a bum. He ain't gonna make the team. Y'all gotta remember, Brian Borders and a lot of you fans was talking smack about that number 11.
Yeah.
Came all pro. Now, these guys, number 3, why Dak Prescott lock him, he be placed. Guess who be placed? All the Cowboy fans. I want y'all to memorize this. If a person is where he's supposed to be, every time Dak Prescott get in trouble, what person was the last person that was like that who y'all keep talking about? Cole Beasley. Y'all never thought about that, did you? All you Cowboy fans, you got to think.
Okay.
Dak Prescott, he want a person that's going to be there. So if 88 ain't open or 18 or my tight end, number 3 right there, bam. He's not making his own pattern. You got to have receivers like that. That's the guy that would save Dak Prescott's life. Remember, don't listen to these dumb fans. Brian Broderick, he ain't going to be there. He's going to be there, Brian Broderick, if you listen. Number 3 going to make the team. Now, the key, like I say, let's wait till these practices come, and let's see what happens. And then we could put everybody, even me, even Law, we could judge the player there after these 3 preseason games and his practice. And the key, I like what Mark and the guy said it too, Law. I never thought of that either. They get an A+. When Colombo was our coach, Colombo big, and he's doing a Dan Quinn. Remember, he's doing what Dan Quinn did. Hey, that's all the Cowboy fans. That's big. He's doing a Dan Quinn. Colombo right there. Let me see. Let me get in there. Colombo big. He's like, you do it like this. That skinny ass Philbin. That's our problem. He's making. Hey guys, I hate to say this, and I ain't gonna make no excuse. Guess who he making look bad?
Who that?
I never would have thought of. He making Kellen Moore look bad with his fucking coaches. Excuse my French. Boom! Mark Joe, Mark, all them guys, y'all get an A+. I never thought of that. I was like, damn, that dude is little. He can't get in the trenches. Colombo used to be in the trenches, and that's why we were so tough. Even if we mess up, we still kicking your butt.
No doubt.
That dude don't do that. Ain't that cold-blooded, man? I never thought of that.
Man, you owe us something now, man.
Hey, guys, Mark brought it up when I saw it yesterday. I'm like, what? This dude is skinny? He not big like the lineman? Man, they better get rid of that sorry-ass dude.
Hey, you know what? You coming on to something now, because when I was out there, I literally, this was my argument. I literally see, far as from the defensive side, if you look at the way they coach, all of their players are hands-on. All of their coaches are hands-on. The dude that look like T-Pain, he's hands-on with the defensive line coach. You see Joe Witt Jr., Al Harris, they all in the mix with the DBs. You got your other guy that's in the mix, of course, Dan Quinn. He's everywhere. Durday, he's everywhere. Hands-on with these guys. Now, the offensive side, I'm gonna give applauses to Doug Nussmeier. I'm gonna give applause to Doug Nussmeier. He's vocal a little bit. Shout out to him. And the other guy, the new wide receivers coach on the offensive side, he's really, really hands-on with those wide receivers in and out of their cuts. And he even go over to the special team unit and help them out even at there. So the wide receiver coach, hats off to him. But the tight end coach, he's really, not the tight end, but the offensive line coach, he's really like this dude, man.
He's weak. That's our weak link. Hey, guys, that's our weak link. It's Philbin. And that's why they probably told him, and Will McClay say, man, I just the players that fit. If you can't coach, we'll get somebody else in here, brother. So this is last year. That's the guy, if he don't get on his ass. And look, hey, another thing. If Colombo was a coach, number 66 would be our center. I'll put some money on it. That dude's an all-pro. He'll be our center. Just think of the middle. 66 in the middle, 73, 77, 70, 78. Come on, man.
No doubt, man.
That's Philbin. He making oh, my God. It's Philbin.
No doubt, man. But I appreciate you, MJ. Thank you, man. Let me hear you say it before I let you go, man.
To all the Cowboys fans, let's hit them likes for love. Let's get love to the man. Let's blow him up. Let's get love on TV. Hey,
appreciate you, man.
Let's get this thing popping and don't give up. I told you. You either with us or against us, Cowboy fans. There's no in between.
No doubt,
you're
man.
You're Cowboy for life or you're not. So all I got to say, how about them Cowboys? And let's get this Super Bowl. Yeah!
Let's go, man. Appreciate you. That's my guy, MJ. Oh, my bad. Let me make some corrections right quick because I said the wrong name. Shout out to Alex, man. He's a neutralizer for the Eagles. He's one of my mods, man. Shout out to him. Does a wonderful job of sharing his content and just putting the right information out there. I apologize. There's never been any Eagle fan burning Dawkins' jersey, by the way. I think Dawkins is a sacred Eagles guy, and he had nothing but passion and love for their city and organization. I would still take our guy Woodson over him, by the way. But shout out to Dawkins, man. Brian Dawkins, right? And let me see what I got here. This is what I was talking about, though. They burn Jackson jerseys. They burn Wentz jerseys. You see this, man. You just don't see this with Cowboys land of us burning jerseys. As much as we may be mad about a player and about an organization, look. Some people may say, man, they'll take Jerry and Steven and put them in the fire, but they definitely won't put those jerseys in the fire. But I get it, right? And shout out to Deshaun Jackson, because he used to do some crazy things to us, and I couldn't stand him either. But that's a story of a different day, huh, Cowboy Nation? But it is what it is. Shout out to everybody, man. Alex is a cool. Dawkins was super nice. Yeah, Flo. Hate the Eagles, but Dawkins was nice, man. Yeah. And shout out to him. Man, we need to get Woodson in as the Hall of Famer, man. We need to figure out how we can get Woody in, man. He belongs there. Eagles burn McNabb jerseys. Washington burn McNabb jersey. McNabb was getting passed around like a Philly blunt, huh? But it is a story of a different day, man. I got Jonathan. You live.
Oh, what up, Lord? This is Jonathan, man, from Arkansas. I had called a couple times.
Appreciate you, man.
Real quick, I want to say this about Jerry Jones. Have you ever read the 48 Laws of Power?
48 Laws, yeah. Talk to me.
Okay, so the first rule is never
outshine,
serve above your master, never outshine your master, right?
Right.
That what Jimmy Johnson did. That's why he ended up getting fired, because you gotta think about it. When Jimmy Johnson took over, he was getting all the fame, all the shine, So
fame,
So Jerry didn't like that.
Right.
See, once Jerry learned that, he started hiring people that's not going to do that. So when fans say, "Oh, let's go get Sean Payton," like I said, I read books and stuff like that. So I'm saying how he thinks, because when people are that rich and that powerful, they have a fragile ego.
Right.
And when you into business, and I'm pretty sure you are, you meet people like that.
Yeah.
So not anything against Jerry Jones. That's just how people are. So what I'm saying is, don't look at Sean Payton. If anyone, it might be Kellen Moore in a couple of years, or it might be Dan Quinn, because Dan Quinn is already there. Remember, even though he do have a personality, he's not taking all the shine. Even when you listen to the interviews, he always say, he basically say, about the guys, about the team, and I'm doing what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
And that what Jerry Jones like. He liked his ego.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Sure. So, yeah. And then one of the other powers is guard your reputation at all costs. So and Jerry got a reputation that he may be doing some inverse. Jerry is a very powerful man, and he can snap his finger and some things can happen. Trust and believe me. Like he said, never piss off a man who with a lot of money, and I truly believe that. The thing is, when you have egos edging God out, that's one of the things that Jerry brings to the table as well. It was his ideal. It was his ideal to purchase this team, and he originally wanted to purchase the San Diego Chargers, and he didn't have enough money, and he didn't fall through, and then the Cowboys was a second love, right? And one can argue that people that was born in the early 80s and the 70s and the 60s, of course, they may have been fans longer than Jerry, or we've been following this team longer than Jerry. Nevertheless, we can't change none of that. He bought the team financially. We bought the team emotionally. And he's in control. He's in charge. And his way, because he's not listening to the people when they say, hey, we want Jimmy Johnson in the ring, right? You can't have the people that he coached in the ring without him in the ring, right? It just makes sense. But from Jerry's perspective, you can't tell me what to do.
Nah. And let's be real. If I had that much money, I probably had the same
complex, right?
Oh, and before I want to say this, I'm glad people stop saying this, but people have to stop saying that Dak Prescott is the black version of Jay Cutler. That is stupid. I mean, not Jay Cutler, but Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins as a J. Cole. Okay. I feel.
Jay Cutler, but
okay, yeah.
But I will say this: the reason I said Jay Cutler for this, he is like the bizarre version of Jay Cutler, because Jay Cutler had
Jay Cutler,
the arm talent, all the arm talent, he had the talent. He just ain't had the leadership. Where not saying that Dak is not as talented, but he don't have the arm like Jay. He don't have the accuracy, but he has the leadership.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people look for that article or that some parody website or on Twitter, not even verified, said, but I don't see any fault with Kirk Cousins, because the same people that's laughing at Kirk Cousins would be giving praises to Kirk Cousins if Kirk Cousins was picked up by, let's say, the LA Rams, and you put him on the number one defense, and for him to ultimately win the Super Bowl. A lot of people would take those numbers. Keep in mind, the dude, I got the stats up: 4,221 passing yards, 33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. And he got a rocket for an arm. It's just that if you put him in the situations like on the LA Rams or a team that's different from Minnesota, I mean, shoot. Think about it. They was just dogging Matthew Stafford 2 or 3 years ago, and now Stafford can walk on water. So I get it. People gonna say what they want to say, man. But Kirk Cousins is not a horrible quarterback.
No, he's not. He's not at all. And he's not. I just feel like people just want to troll.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, fam. Hey,
no problem, man. Oh yeah, go Cowboys.
Yeah, where you from again, Jay?
I'm from Arkansas, man.
Arkansas,
well,
man.
I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm from Dallas, Texas, actually, but I ended up moving as a young kid to Arkansas. So.
Are you in a house or apartment?
I'm in an apartment right now. Me and my fiance, we actually moving to Houston next year.
Next year, okay. I say, man, change out that battery, man. What you doing, man?
Oh yeah, people always say that.
Man, dude, I kid you not, I ain't joking at you. I ain't trying to joan on you or anything. But no, man, I had one of those beeping noises. You better than me, because I would tear down this whole house that I'm in to make that beeping noise stop. I promise you, man. You better than me, because you can block out noises. I can't, man.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
But I literally can't hear it. I can't hear it. I'm so used to it, so I can't hear
it. Man, Jay, man, I appreciate you, man. Hey, safe travels to Houston, whatever you're gonna be in. I ain't gonna ask you that, but shout out to you, man. When you get out to Houston, man, let me know, fam. All right.
All right, man.
Salute, bro.
Salute.
That's a good call from him, man. I would, if my smoke detector started ringing now, I would shut this stream down. I would look through every room, and I would make sure that I snatch the batteries out or I unplug that whole sucker. It would go crazy. I would literally go crazy. But shout out to him, man. He's a good guy. He sounds like he's a young kid. And shout out to him and all what he does for this channel by calling in and supporting the nation. All right, let me lock it up.
Conference has been
I went overtime, man. Let me go. I got 2 more callers. 972, you live, baby.
What up, Law? What up?
Nothing to it.
I just want to say with this, man. I want to focus on one player that we should be excited about. And he's dangerous wherever he lines up. He can't be ignored. And I guess you know who I'm talking about, Law.
Wherever he line up, he's dangerous. And this is on the defense or the offensive side?
Defense.
Oh, shoot, man. It's Sam Williams, man. Out of play. It's Parsons, man.
Man. That's Micah Parsons, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how we get lucky with some of these draft picks like Dak, Diggs, Micah, these playmakers, just pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, from what I've seen in practice, man, he can sure rush that quarterback, Law. Man, he can go sideline to sideline. He's proved he's working to improve in coverage as well.
Yeah.
I heard that he's trying to get snippets from the cornerback coaches and hanging out with the QBs at times.
Yeah.
And what's great about this and Dak getting sacked now is that his mental clock has to improve to get that ball out quicker. Because I'm not going to fall on Dak. There are times where the edge has gotten him from behind and those fumbles has gotten to him.
Yeah.
And I'll leave you with this, Law. That Ravens team that won those Super Bowls.
Uh-huh.
What side of the ball do you remember making the biggest impact on that team?
Shoot, man. Special teams, man. People fail to realize special teams, and I know defense travels, but there's another team that travels, and that is the running game, man. When you got your running game, even if you want to go the previous one that they won with Ray Rice, a lot of people were saying, look, man, that looked just like. So many people hit me up at that game, and I was telling my brother because, he beat the 49ers, I said, man, that Ray Rice looking like Emmett, man. That Ray Rice, that 27, he looking just like Emmett. And he was so shifty that offensive line was able to block for him, and he would get into the backfield and get upfield, and then he would extend that little arm and get more yards. And then they had the kickoff return guy, and the first Super Bowl that they won was Priest home, Jamal Lewis, and this was Ray Lewis before the addition to the other guy. That was just roaming free everywhere. What's his name? The safety?
Dang, I forgot. He's a Hall of Famer too.
Yeah. Forgot Ed Reed before, because people fail to realize people think Ed Reed was on that first team. He wasn't. But they had Ty. They had Ty and Shay Sharp or what have you. Yeah. They was ready, man. Those Ravens team was always ready. They always played hard football, man.
And I'm not saying we can be that Ravens team that goes to the Super Bowl, but we have a make of it, We have a veteran quarterback that's been, well, let's just say through, not great pay calling through the years with Jason Garrett, now Kellen Moore. But, I mean, Dak is Dak. He puts up numbers. He has more wins than most of these quarterbacks that are still in this league and fucking get praised everywhere.
Yeah.
And, shit, with Micah Parsons, I mean, when have we been excited about a defensive piece being dominant? And I mean truly dominant. It's been a while.
It's been a minute, man.
It's been a huge while since we had a piece like that. And that's all I have to say. I mean, if we get our makeup right and this team can go, get it together when it mattered most, I feel like it could be a recipe where the defense, can carry the offense, and the offense just has to deliver when they have to.
Man, no doubt.
I'll leave you with this. Make sure you tune in with Law, the godfather of the Cowboys YouTube community. You are listening nothing but the best.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, you sound just like me, man. I appreciate that. That's my guy, man, for the 972. And remember, I love it, man. All right, from the 678, you're live.
Yo, what's up, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me, man.
It's James with them Georgia hitters, baby.
Georgia hitters, man. So we got hitters all the way in Georgia, man. I love it, man. Let me put your name in here. You said Cal, right?
Yes, sir.
Georgia. Let me put it. Let me type. I type like an old man over here. Hitters, Okay. I got you, man. What's up? Good. What's good with you, Cal?
California too, dog.
Yeah, man, shout out to the hard hitters, man. They didn't show us. Look, they didn't show us a good time. They showed us a great time. Hard hitters, man. Look, I would never die of thirst out there because they will make sure I drink. My belly will be full. I may lose my 6-pack, but man, I would literally have a full belly. I don't even have to work out there. I'll be okay. Shout out to the hard hitters, man. And I think I got a home in Georgia too. Then is that the case?
Well, if you ever come to, hey, look, we do it the hardest, bro.
Oh.
Hey, they'll tell you we party, but yeah, Law. I want to ask you something about
Talk to me.
Right now, got a top 10 defense. What do you think would take us to a top 5?
All right, top 5 to get us in that arena. Stopping the run consistently. And if we have I just mentioned Ed Reed earlier, and this is not me out speaking my wisdom tooth. If Malik Hooker can remain healthy, we may have something better, a whole lot better than what we saw to DeMonte KZ. And I really think that this team could be in those likes of being top 5 defense. But I say that we are 6 spots better than what we were last year. We were 12th ranked in defense. I think that we will climb all the way up to at least 6th or 7th ranked defense if we can just tweak a few things. And I can clearly see, and I need to produce some of this tape, that this team will get still more turnovers and takeaways. They will still get it.
My last question is, that damn Turpin. Wow. That's a steal, bro.
MVP, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a steal, man. Every highlight you put up, he's up out of there. That's what I like to see. Get it and go.
Yeah, I can see Turpin as that stop and go. Look, we had 4-3 guys, right? We heard, hey, Bryce Butler, he's a 4-3 guy, and you just never really saw it, right? We heard stories of, hey, he's fast, but we really never saw it, right? And we heard of like other fast receivers that we had in the past, like the Reggie Davis, and they never really stayed or was able to complete things. Who else was our 4-3 guy that we had? Lucky Whitehead, remember him? I like good old Lucky. We had who else a 4-3 guy on offense? We had a few 4-3 guys, right? But we never really had that stop, stutter, go type of 4-3 where they can stop and then just pick it back up and accelerate. So I hope that the Cowboys use him as a end around guy, as a vertical 9 guy, run those routes right there, the 9 route, run routes that's favorable to the sideline. If you can catch him on a drag, make sure that he continue dragging out of bounds or what have you. Play some safe football with him, and you will see the dynamite that he brings to the table.
Well, Law, I love your show, man. I appreciate everything you bring to the table, and we can't wait to see you out here in Georgia.
Okay, come on, man. Hey, when the next time we play Atlanta out that way then? Next year, year after next? Did they rotate?
Hey, look, the Cowboys, there's more Cowboy fans in Georgia than it is Falcon fans.
Man, hold on. Let me, before you do anything, I'm gonna make sure I write your number down. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Hold on. Let me write it down. I ain't gonna write it down so other people can see it, but I want to make sure I get your number. Hold on for a quick second. Here we go. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it the old school way. My screenshot ain't working right now. It's how bootleg I am. Here we go. Bam. I took a picture of your phone number. I'm gonna hit you up when I'm out that way. I got family in Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the turn up king.
All right.
I'm that Cowboy of Georgia. Trust me.
Hey, last time, this was many years ago, I went to Club Miami. And then all of a sudden, it turned into a strip club. I said, "Wait a minute, what's going on?" This was way back in my college days. Don't y'all try to get me in trouble. Yeah. But I know that you guys more and more better clubs now than what I experienced when I was out there in Georgia.
Hey man, we got you, Law. We love you, and we can't wait to see you, brother.
No doubt, man. DC for life, fam. Salute.
Hey man, take it easy.
No doubt, man. Georgia hitter, man, hard hitter. Cowboy Nation, hey, he was the best call, one of the better callers of the day. Shout out to my guy, Coach Marv, man. I'm going to create a splash page for Coach Marv when he called in, because I'm gonna take time out of my day to do such. Cowboy Nation. Let me see if my guy. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. While I do this right quick. Shout out to those who donated. I really appreciate you guys so much. Thank those who shared this content, who always been around with the unbelievable information and sharing and giving me insights to these type of things. Shout out to my guy Jay Versick for always being here too. Let me see if my guy Jay Versick sent me anything via the Instagram or Twitter. And I got to get ready to roll up out of here in a few. But it's been a well good show. Come on, IG. IG want to act up on me. There we go. My bad. It was Bobby Belt. Nah. Let me see what we got from here. He sent me something. What do you got me?
It sounded like a very, very eventful practice yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I already did that one. Yeah, I appreciate you, Jay Versick. I appreciate you, man. always bringing in the thunder, man. I really appreciate you for that information there. 2 hours and 9 minutes strong rule. Hey, that's right on key. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. New setup would be, new timetables would be for me to give you guys an hour and 50-minute shows, and possibly it cuts off at 2 hours. Anything over 2 hours is overtime. Yeah, actually, anything over an hour and 50 is overtime. But shout out to all of the sponsors. Shout out to everybody that rock with me, roll with me. And most importantly, we landed a deal with Roku. They reached out today. I'm just trying to be transparent with you guys. And they're going to give me an unbelievable sponsorship package. And it's all through the help of you guys. So if you want to also watch these episodes on your Roku devices, be sure to check out Roku. Just type in Law Nation TV and you will see my face, name, or logo there. This is the eating season. I said it the other day that, hey, sponsorships, y'all jump on, because there's going to be a time where I'm going to say, hey, man, I can't have 50 sponsors over here. I would never get a show out, right? And I really appreciate you guys. Shout out to Bleacher Report. We will be doing a mini show with them this Saturday. So I want you guys to still embrace us, keep it going over there, even though I will be on their platform for 25 to 30 minutes live there. And I will split off because I normally do the play-by-play with my own channel. So those are things that we're going to be doing a little different this season. And also I will be going more to games because that is also a sponsor within a sponsored practice that I got to do too, or a sponsorship deal that I got to do as well, is be more visible at games versus me being in the confines of my studio. We are working on some things with multiple shows with Drew Pearson, the Hall of Famer. Shout out to him. We got some things that's going to be in the mix. And not to outspeak my wisdom teeth this time, is we got some guys that already dedicated to Cowboys Experience, and trust and believe, I want to see you guys out there at these events. And trust me when I say this, one of the guys that gave us a soft confirm, which is really a hard one, is a linebacker that plays for the Cowboys, right? And he's not an old linebacker. He's a new one. So I can't wait to see you guys. So be sure, if you're looking for tickets for the game, to these events, make sure you check out this right here.
Let the Cowboys Experience introduce you to a whole new way to enjoy a Cowboys football weekend. Experience the ultimate Cowboys player and fan event at Toyota Music Factory on the Texas Lottery Plaza. Making lasting memories by booking at cowboysexperience.com today.
Lasting memories, indeed. 817-888-1726. That's the hotline number for them. Be sure to come check us out, man. We live. We give you the same show. We give you guys the same show there at those events as well as here right now, Cowboy Nation. Let's stay focused. Let's stay rooted in. Let's continue to support. Hey, I'm going to give out this name because I know you guys. I know you guys like this guy. He's a strong safety for the Cowboys, and he's going to be a part of these events. And he said this name. He said this right here. Where my button at? I'm looking for it because I want you guys to be there when he's there so we can get these. I can't find it now, but when I find it, we go find it. Where my lock-in button at, man? I got all these buttons now. But y'all know what he said, lock in. I can't find it right now. It's somewhere in the weeds. But I want you guys to be out there for the look.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Normally I'll have it set up. So let me just put it up in here, man. God dog it. It would have been so better if I had the lock in button. But y'all know what I meant to say. Here we go. God dog it. Yo, so lock in, baby. Oh, goofy Law, congratulations, Law, on 82K. We are listening to nothing but the best. Appreciate you, Sadiq. Thank you so much. I promise you, if it wasn't for you guys, I would still be at 2,000 subscribers, right? That's literally the truth right there. And I appreciate you guys so much. And we're going to get on out here. But be sure to lock in to the Cowboys Experience one way or another. Lock in. Yeah, because it's Mr. Nasty time. You know, we need to have hats to say it's Mr. Nasty time. Somebody come up with the hats, I'll sell them over here. We'll give them away or what have you. Because you got to lock in, and it's Mr. Nasty time. Run, hit, and talk. You already know. Shout out to your mama. I know you watch these shows. I don't cuss much, right? Mama, I know you watching. Mama, I love you. Cowboy Nation. As we roll up our sleeves for this moment, the grind is necessary. The understanding of this is what it is. Regardless of where you at, whether or not you land on the bottom of the ground, shake it off and stand on top of it, right? Look, every step to your journey begins with you getting up first, right? They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And yes, it's been 27 years, not 40 years. There's some people that was lost in a good book for 40 years. Clothes never wither. Clouds over their head when the sun was out, right? And they still complain, right? It wasn't the promised land, but the promise was within them. But people, I get it, they gonna always want more. They're going to always say, hey, man, I don't care if I look to the sky. Basically, that's what was happening. Let me get a hamburger, some chili fries, and a drink, and it'll come out for them. Let me have a cloud that follow me everywhere it go, and it will cover them and protect them from the triple heats. Well, the same thing is going on with this Cowboys team, right? And people are still complaining. People are still crying. Let me hear my guy who's going to say, why? But your perception is everything, your mindset. There was once a visionary who got knocked out. And he went to two places. One, he went to hell. The other place, he went to heaven. But it was strange to him that when he was in hell, there was this table, long table filled with food, and everybody miserable because there was one spoon, twice the size of their arm, and they could only eat the food with that one spoon. And people were tormented and just mad at everything because they couldn't eat. They was belly aching, complaining. And he went to the same vision of him in the heavens. The same set of circumstances, the same table, the same bevy of food that's on the table with the same conditions, the same temperature. And everybody was happy, elated, joyful because they was feeding everyone. They was feeding their neighbor. I come here to tell you that the perception is still the same. Regardless of the situation, the outcome should have been the same. I can't elevate myself without elevating someone else. That's the truth of the reality. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and sweat for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind for it, if you will simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty or famish or fame or sickness or body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset it with the help of Almighty, you will get it. I had to memorize that when I was sleeping out of my car, I knew that one day that conditions will change. When that man woke up from his dream, he had to realize that, hey, it's not about my circumstances. I'm in the reality. I can make something change now. Right? Same place, same conditionings. It's been 27 years, Cowboy Nation. How are you viewing this? Come on. Shake it off. There's some people that's complaining about their shoes, and there's another people that don't even have feet. Some people complaining about their bed. There's a whole set of families sleeping on the floor. Some people complaining about 27 years, and there's organizations don't even have 5. Don't even have 4. Don't even have 3, 2, or 1. Cowboy Nation, that's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboy Nation. Stop complaining. Get up.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
Come on, baby. You already know. Let's go, baby. And all of the haters, want y'all to do me a few favors. Just leave for it. Yeah, that hurt right there. Maybe we slap some sense into you. Yeah. Come on, keep that same energy, baby. Yeah. Let's go, baby.
Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she ice. Free.
Let me see some fire emojis in the house, baby.
Jeez, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the doorman just hold
Come on. Shout out to Cowboys Experience. This is what our events look like, by the way. Come on.
Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up. Talk of the town where you talk.
Shout out to all of the supporters, the super chats. Appreciate y'all. That list longer than Shaq feet. I love it.
Now I move up and move humble cause they hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she ice. Freeze. Photo. Please. No photos.
On your way out, slap that like button. Yeah.
I keep giving game away. I put game on layaway. I got paid to play today. I get paid to stay away.
If it's your birthday this month, happy birthday to you and you and you. Fire now. Come on.
I would never sell my only soul.
Never.
Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard this on
not ours, baby.
Who the realest? We might never
y'all know who the realest.
You go play a role.
Come on.
Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up. Now you're looking hungry, ribs are touching, need some food. Now you're all on live acting surprised, but you was fooled. Boy, get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she ice. Freeze. Photo. Please. No photos.
Yeah, we them boys, baby. Shout out to the hard hitters.
Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she ice. Freeze. Photo. Please. No photos.
Yeah, come on, Cowboy Nation. I know you guys can do better than that. Hit that like button, share this content. If you watching all the way to this point and you have not hit that like button nor shared this content, hey, I got something for you. Come on, man. It's just shame. Come on.
Shame.
I give you guys 2 hours, 3 hours, and you can't hit the like button. You can't share this content. What's wrong with you, man? Come on, man.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What my warriors at, man? What we tell them?
Spartan! What is your profession?
Let's slow it down, baby. Let's get it. Come on. Hey. Ho. Let's go, baby. One love, baby. I ain't too proud to beg for it, though. Come on. Shame on me. We too global to be a nation, baby. Law global, baby. Let's do that then. Law global. Let's get it.
Take a drag of my cigarette.
Come on.
Breathe me out, breathe you in.
And again.
Yeah. Take a bite of my burger, babe. Say
I got some news in my ear.
Don't let the street lights lead you all alone.
Come on.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
No doubt.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be yours?
Oh my goodness, I heard it. Breaking news.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's the better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt.
Why she get him?
I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat?
One more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did.
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly, still Super Bowl chance for now.
Hey, we can get back to the music now, baby. Oh man, don't shoot me, baby. Come on, Max. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for seeing me out there at Oxnard. Callie, let me see the hard hitters in the chat, man. Let me see double H's. Let's get it. Good old Monty. You're crying.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in.
Come on. Haters, lean forward. Right there.
Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save the last bite for you.
And you.
For you. Ooh. Don't let the street lights lead you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. No. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your I'll follow.
I've got balls of steel.
No doubt.
Whatever you do, play it too.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Get him.
7 more and another one.
And another one.
And another one.
Let me see some flames in there, baby. You know what it sound like when the street lights hit you?
Emotional damage.
Execute order 66.
I follow. Come on.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, play it too. If a paper crane can fly.
Shout out to Texas Lottery Plaza for this stream. Come on.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
If you don't like this.
If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly,
What is your profession?
We out, baby. DC for life.
Have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working,